All right, guys, so by popular demand, I'm going to put together a video for trading that will show you how you can convert your Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin into any other altcoin that you could possibly want. As you can see, I'm opened up in Coinbase right now, and we're going to play around with my Bitcoin wallet just to show you what to do to get your funds onto an exchange. And that's the only wallet I have history for on Coinbase. So let's assume that, for the sake of argument, my Bitcoin is a Litecoin wallet, because on Poloniex, which I'll show you in a minute, I actually have a Litecoin balance which I've been playing with. So we're gonna say that my Bitcoin wallet is Litecoin, and I am going to go to accounts. Actually, no, just send and request. And you can see the accounts here. So I've got Bitcoin or USD. I can type in the amount of Bitcoin that I wish to send, and my Bitcoin wallet balance obviously is currently 0. I could switch to any of them at the moment, so I could go to Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, and enter the amount I wish to transfer. Now when you go to recipient, email, or Bitcoin address, so this is where I would actually enter in either one, my personal wallet address. So for instance, I use Jaxx. I would put in my Jaxx address here and send it to my phone. But since we're not interested in storing our Litecoins, we're interested in trading them, I would actually go to Poloniex, and I'm already logged in here, so we're actually on the trading page. And I would go to balances, deposits and withdrawals. And within Poloniex, you have a list of every single coin that's on the exchange and a wallet that you can generate. So since I already have Litecoins on here, I'm going to hit total balance, which should bring them to the top. And you can see it right there, Litecoin. So now if I want to make a deposit, I'm going to click deposit, and it will show me my Litecoin address for Poloniex. So I would copy and paste this address into the recipient field here, and then I would type in the amount I wish to send. If I want to send all of it, I can click use max, and then I would hit send funds. At that point, I haven't been on Coinbase in a while, so I don't know if they send you an email to verify that you just made a withdrawal request, but I would assume that they do. So then you would just check your email, make the confirmation, and then it'll send your funds over to the Poloniex wallet. On Poloniex, you can actually track the status of either a deposit or a withdrawal. So if we go to history, takes a second to load. You can see my deposit history and my withdrawal history. So under a new deposit, a new entry will pop up, and it'll have a yellow tag saying either pending or confirming, with the count next to it for how many confirmations it needs before it's accepted. Once you get to that certain amount of confirmations, it'll go to complete. Since I'm working with Litecoin, it's basically instant, so you don't even really have to worry about that. All you got to do is just send it. And once you're there, you can either go back to deposits and withdrawals just to confirm that you have, in fact, received your funds. And as you can see right now, I've got 100.4 Litecoin sitting in my wallet. Now, to exchange this for something else, I'm going to click exchange. And let's say I want to trade some Litecoin for Golem. Litecoin doesn't pair directly with Golem. So my main pairings are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Tether. So you can see under Tether, I can trade Litecoin for Tether. Under Ripple, I can trade Litecoin for Ripple. And under Ethereum, I can't trade Litecoin for Ethereum. So to get to Golem, I would have to go to Bitcoin, and I would have to sell some Litecoin, and then what selling Litecoin gives me is Bitcoin, since I'm paired with Bitcoin. So this is a Bitcoin exchange. I'm paired with Litecoin. Selling Litecoin gets me Bitcoin. Now let's say I went through and I didn't order. So let's just do we'll do my 0.35 blah 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 Bitcoin or Litecoin. So I want to sell some Litecoin, and down here is the chart. It updates live by the second, so you can obviously see every single transaction that's happening right now, and you can see it in chart form here and trade history by the second here. So every time a buy or sell happens, it'll populate down here, and then you can even see my personal ones, so that way I can track when I bought, what I bought at, and what I sold at to gauge whether or not I profited. So let's go back up here for a minute. I'm actually selling Litecoin, so I want to leverage mine a little bit to make a profit. So you can see the lowest bid, the lowest buy is 0.01857 Bitcoins for one Litecoin. And that's what's automatically populated here is, like, call it the sell it now price. And you can see over here the sell orders are higher than that. So I can actually bid higher if I want to. And usually what I want to do is I want to bid higher than the highest buy and lower than the highest sell. So what that looks like is I'm going to try and narrate this while it's happening. These are really close right now. This is a really good market because the buyers are willing to buy at the seller's demand, pretty much. So 0.1858 versus 0.18589. So I can go to 186, and that already hit 186, and that's okay. That's actually a good thing to do. So I'm going to eliminate the 100, so I'm just doing 0.35, and now I can get in at 0.186 sell. And since the highest sell or highest buy was already at 0.186, it sold immediately. So usually what would happen is your open orders would pend down here until they're totaled out, and then you're closed. But since I actually clicked that button right as the highest buy order went to 0.0186, and it sold instantly. So now you can see my balance is 100 Litecoin even and 0.01857 Bitcoins. Now if I go up here and I click, or I'm already under Bitcoin, now I just find Gollum in the list. You can either find it by name or you can find it by trade symbol. So Gollum is GNT. I'm going to click GNT, and now it brings me into the buy and sell GNT, and this is again is paired with Bitcoin. So if I sell Gollum, I'm getting Bitcoin in exchange. If I buy Gollum, I am trading Bitcoin for it. So right now, if I want to buy some Gollum, let's see, the highest buy right now is 0.0002746. Yeah, she's moving pretty quick. So let's do, we'll stay at that. And I will put in all my Bitcoins. And what I should receive back is 24 Gollum. So let's go ahead and place a buy order. And you'll notice that I'm bidding lower than the highest or lowest sell order. So I should have a pending order down here. And now you just saw it clear. So someone sold right there at my rate. So now if we go back to my balances, deposits and withdrawals, you will see that I have my 100 Litecoin and my 24 Gollum that I just traded for. And then what I can do is I can withdraw, and then I would enter my Ethereum address. Make sure that the Ethereum address you're using will allow you to see your Gollum token balance. Jax will allow you to do this on every platform except iOS. There's also My Ether wallet, which you can generate a code online, and you can basically use that as a paper wallet that you load once in a while to check balances. And then the bottom line is that Gollum gets stored in an Ethereum wallet. It doesn't have its own wallet since it's an ERC20 token, which is a token built on the Ethereum network. Other than that, Litecoin's exactly the same. So if I wanted to withdraw my Litecoin, I would type in I would copy and paste my Litecoin address here. When it asks for amount, if you just click your total balance, it'll automatically fill that in, less the transaction fee. So it'll show you what you should expect to receive in the recipient wallet. And that's pretty much it. So to recap, you enter your trading address, deposit address from Poloniex to Coinbase, then send from Coinbase. Your balance will show up, or your deposit will show up in history, waiting for confirmations in the deposit history. Once the confirmations complete, then you'll go back to your deposits and withdrawals, and whatever coin you entered, so in my example I was using Litecoin, I'll just hit total balance, which should bring my any coins with a balance should come to the top in descending order. And from there, I'm going to go out to the exchange after I've confirmed that I do in fact have my coin balance. I will go out to the exchange. I will look for either the desired pairing that I want to trade in right away, or I will look for a Bitcoin pairing that I can trade for Bitcoin, then trade Bitcoin for what I'm looking for. So I'd have to go Bitcoin to Litecoin. I would enter a sell order for Litecoin, and then I would wait for it to clear. Once it's cleared, I can go from Bitcoin to Gollum. And with my new Gollum balance, or with my new Bitcoin balance, I can purchase Gollum, wait for my buy order to clear, and once my buy order clears, I can go to balances, deposits, and withdrawals, and confirm that I do in fact have a Gollum balance, and then I can go to withdraw. And once I withdraw, I'm going to withdraw to a personal Ethereum wallet address that will let me view and monitor my Gollum tokens. So that's it. That's basically trading in a nutshell. This doesn't really get into strategy of trading or anything like that. It's more or less just a small tutorial on how to actually trade. So people who are interested in buying altcoins but are wondering how they can use their, the three main tokens on Coinbase, how can they convert them to altcoins? This is the easiest way to do it. The other alternative is to use Shapeshift in Jaxx, and I believe Shapeshift is also in the Exodus wallet. So Jaxx looks like, let's see if I've got a picture of Jaxx. Here we go. All right, so Jaxx has Shapeshift here, and if you click this button, you can select what you want to shapeshift to. So if I start with Ethereum, I can shapeshift into Bitcoin, Litecoin. I've got Gollum selected in this snapshot here. Whatever coin I want, pretty much within the Jaxx wallet. And then it will tell me the max deposit I can do at the time and the minimum deposit. So of my 139 spendable, I'd be able to do 12.588 blah 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 maximum. So if I typed in 12 here, that's a pretty safe number. I could directly exchange 12 Ethereum for X amount of GNT or Gollum. And once that occurs, my balance will show up in my Gollum wallet under Jaxx. So that's a cool way to switch up some coins too, but not all the altcoins are listed this way. So this is really only good if your coins are already on Jaxx and the coin you want to switch to is also available. Otherwise, you'll have to go back and you'll have to do the exchange method, which it's not hard. It takes a little getting used to. The next video I do regarding trading will probably be about actual strategy, so how to read the charts up here, because the charts are actually what you're going to use to signal, or you're going to use to gauge what the market is signaling. Whether if this climb is sustainable or not, then you might want to get in now. But if the climb doesn't look sustainable, you might just want to wait it out for a market correction. So for example, if you look where my cursor is to the left, if I was looking at this chart and I had no idea what the future held, I would say there's a lot of buy ups in the green going on. I'm probably going to wait it out. And if I would have waited, 10 hours or so, boom, within 10 hours, look at that decline. So I could have bought on a high right there, and I would have had to sit on my money until it got back over here, came back to where I bought, and then it came up even higher. And maybe I take profits right here, or maybe I just wait it out again. So like I said, this was just a video for the basics, but I will make another one eventually on strategy. And yeah, thanks for watching. And this is posted specifically in my group on Facebook, but if you have any questions, feel free to put some in the comments. And obviously for my group members, post your questions and comments on the video link in Facebook. Thanks.